Edison, you are a husband, a father, a community leader, a church planter, and now you're into homeownership coaching and real estate investment. Why? There's a story behind it. Stay tuned. In 2004, my wife and I was dating, and she used to live in West Boca Raton, Florida, in a beautiful neighborhood, nice house with a family. And me, I was a broke college student living with friends and family. And I remember saying something bold. And I said, baby, when I marry you, I will buy you a bigger house and we'll live in a nicer neighborhood than where you live right now. That was bold, right? And she married me. We're moving into Bradenton, Florida, into a 1-bedroom apartment. Everything was so small. My bedroom was right there. The kitchen was right behind me. And the bathroom was right there. This is all we could afford back then. Few years after graduation, right? My boss told me if I update my resume and show my diploma, they'll give me a raise. And I did that. Guys, they gave me a $2 raise. Mama, I made it. I was about to make $20 an hour. This is more money than my cousin working for Tropicana Juice, driving this big old truck. This is the time I was finally able, I am going to be able to buy this beautiful house for my wife. Yes. Mistake number 1. Are you ready? The first thing I did, I went straight to a car dealership. This is me ignoring my credit card debt, my student loan. Sally Mae was knocking at me every month, and my debt to income ratio, because to me, it was time to update my baby girl car, and I got her a brand new Mercedes-Benz ML350 black on black, baby. Next, I went on Zillow, right? There was that one house that I was stalking for the past year. It was in Ellington, Florida. Beautiful house, 4-bedroom, 2-bath, and they had a pool in the back. And I'm like, you know what? I need to go check this house. So I called the realtor and asked him to come open the door for me, and he did. Guys, everything they show in the pictures was right. I'm telling you, open concept, nice tall ceiling, the nice backyard. I was in love and I was ready to sign up any paper they bring for me. Sir, let's sign up. I'm in. I could not hide my excitement, and it was a young gentleman, and he said, sir, I'm happy that you are excited. Let me ask you a few questions so we can see if you qualify. He said, are you planning on buying this cash, or are you trying to finance? I'm like, no, man, I work for the school board. I can't afford that. And he said, okay, do you have a pre-approval letter? I'm like, what's that? He said, you don't have a pre-approval letter? I said, no. It said, do you know how much your credit is? I'm like, man, stop the disrespect, man. I know my credit is good. I just bought a house. I just bought a car. And he said, are you serious? And he looked at me in the face and said, sir, when you are serious, call me back. You wasted my time. Has anybody ever punched you in the face? Well, nobody ever did, but this is how I felt. This young man bust my bubble, and I felt like I was a loser, and I start disqualifying myself. Maybe he's right. Maybe I will never be able to buy a house anytime soon. Maybe my in-laws was right. So I went home and I went and talked to my wife. So I was so ashamed, and I started to believe the lie that I told to myself, how I disqualified myself. And actually I was trying to convince my wife to forget the dream about buying a house and let's move to a 2-bedroom apartment. But my wife is such an optimistic person, bubbly personality, optimistic. She said, baby, that's just one realtor. Let's try another realtor, and maybe this guy will have better news and give us a better plan than this last one. And we did. We went and talked to this gentleman, and he invited us to his office, and he gave us a chance to talk and share our dreams and what we want, what we would like. And he took some notes and he asked some questions. And at the end, he said, well, Majin and Edison, you're not ready, but I'm not going to give up on you. I'm going to give you a plan. And if you follow this plan from A to Z, you will be able to buy a house within a year or two. My wife and I took this piece of paper and we look at it and we studied, we pray, and we said, let's go for it. And friends, within a year and a half, we did it. Imagine pulling into your own parking lot, Just imagine that everything in this house was built with your name on it, for your desire. Imagine now not having neighbors on top of you or in the bottom of you, but in the polar opposite. Just imagine the feeling of watching my daughter's riding her first bike in her own backyard, and now on Thanksgiving I could invite my family and my in-laws and they can have their own rooms. Come on, man, this is priceless. We finally have a piece of the American dream. Oh man. A few years later, we followed the same system from A to Z, and we purchased our second home, and we did it again. We purchased our investment home, and we moved out of Florida to Dallas, Texas, and we did the same system, and we buy our first house, and we invest in different houses. And now I become a licensed realtor, and my goal is to help first-time home buyers experience the same feeling. So now you know my story. My name is Edison Sinat, and I help first-time home buyers navigate the journey of homeownership, making the process simple, supportive, and joyful, so they can feel confident and excited about these life-changing steps. For future content, don't forget to follow me to all my social media platforms, and don't forget to like and subscribe to this channel. I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.